It's a very bad idea to do your PhD and start a startup at the same time. There
Yes,
is not enough time in the world.
yeah, I would say so. I mean, I am amazed by how much, in fact, you're doing. And you've created a company called PsycApps.
Yeah.
Tell us about PsycApps and what your vision for the company is down the road.
Yeah. Well, actually, PsycApps started out as my PhD thesis. I wanted to do something a little bit outside of the box. So instead of in Germany, where I did my master's, usually when you do your thesis, you go to your professor and then you say, I'd like to do my thesis. And then he gives you a project from this pile of projects, and then you go and you do that project, right?
Yeah, on
And I
his
thought,
research. Yeah, to carry out
yeah, of
his
course.
research further. Yeah. You're a slave.
Yeah. Yes, as slave, you learn a lot, but you have to do a lot of work for an idea that is probably very interesting, but might not be your first choice, right?
Right.
And so I had always thought, I have a bit of a diverse background with my past. And so I have this idea that I wanted to do something a little bit outside the box. And I know that psychology is very slow in a lot of areas, and I think it's important because it comes with a lot of responsibility, so it's good to be conservative. But I wanted to say, okay, I want to be, like you said, a spearhead. I want to go ahead and I want to try something new. And this was about 3 years ago, and at that time the iPhones were just getting really big and everybody was on smartphones and apps were becoming a thing. And so I thought, for the first time in the history of mankind, you have a platform that 60% of the population uses, and that would be the space that we should offer therapy. And I mean, even 3 years ago, people went to sleep with their phones next to their bed. They took the phone with them to the loo. It's like always there. It's the ultimate comfort zone. And so I pitched the idea to my professor and said, I would like to do an application. And I believe that if you do kind of like CBT or positive psychology therapy, and you translate it to the digital form, that you can actually help a lot of people for a lot less money. And he was like, go for it. I was very lucky to have an open-minded professor. And so,
yeah, really. Hey, here's for open-minded professors. I was a professor for 35 years, and I tried to be open-minded.
Yeah. I mean, that you're doing this radio show already shows that you're reaching out, you're interested, you're open, and that is a gift for psychology, because that's the whole point, right? We want to know how people work and how everything, the behaviors and everything. So I started out the app, and then I kept on talking to people, and they said, oh, I wish I would have had that half a year ago, or I would need something like that for my mom, or it kept on. And then I looked at the market, and at that time there were maybe 2 or 3 programs out there. I don't know if you've heard of Super Better. There was the Big White Wall. It's web-based, and I think there was one more, True Colors, in Oxford University College. And so I thought, okay, 3 apps that are almost unknown. People have never heard about it. The market is there. Mental health or mental illness is on the rise. People are starting to be open for that. This is the time to do that. So we did the application, and we did a post and pre-evaluation, proper research with a test group and a control group. And we could prove that using the app on a certain amount of times significantly lowers depression levels.